behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Paul Mash TV. Paul Mash TV.
Well, hello everybody, it's Paul Mash TV time once again. We're glad that you could join us today. We got another great interview coming up for you in just a moment. But before we get into that, as always, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell if you haven't done that already, and you're always going to get the latest interviews whenever they're available. And we have a comment section, of course. Just feel free to leave a comment there. And we love to hear from you. We love to hear from you on Facebook too. It's facebook.com/PaulMashTV. And feel free to like the page and inbox us, comment everything you see there. And if you'd like, leave us an email, paulmashtv, all one word, at gmail.com. And it's not just for bands and solo artists, but if you're a fan, you can use that same email address. We'd love to hear from you there. And every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central on Roku channel Smile World TV, you'll get to watch one of my episodes there. And all that will be recollected again at the end of the closing credits, so stay tuned for that. From Kelowna, British Columbia, we have Aaron Halliday, and he's a Alan Jackson tribute. And we're going to get to that in just a moment, but before we do, let's have another quick word from Click Jam. Don't go away.
We got history, got me feeling the nostalgia when you look at me, thinking about what could.
All right, everybody, it's interview time as promised, and with us from Kelowna, British Columbia, we have Aaron Halliday. Thanks for joining us, Aaron.
Hey, my pleasure, Paul. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, no problem. As you can tell, he's a Alan Jackson tribute, and we're glad to have him on here. Obviously you look a lot like him. Did it start from that, or did it just accidentally happen? I mean, tell us in your own words how it began for you as far as that goes.
Oh, it kind of accidentally happened. I was playing with a full band and actually doing our last show as a band, because my lead guitar player was leaving the band for family. He had a baby on the way and stuff, so it was like a lot of other bands, things happen that they split up and go their own direction. And that same day, I was doing an outdoor festival with an Elvis tribute artist and a Kenny Rogers tribute artist. And when I came off the stage, we were talking about the band folding up and whatnot. And they both suggested that you look a lot like Alan Jackson, and you're the country show. You do his songs really well in your band show, your cover tunes and stuff. So I said, have you ever thought about doing a tribute? And I said, no, never even crossed my mind. I've been playing live and stuff as a cover band and throwing some originals in. And so we chatted a little bit more, and I picked up some tracks to some Alan Jackson songs. And lo and behold, I got a phone call to see if I was interested in showcasing as Alan Jackson at a show in Vancouver, British Columbia, and the rest is history. That was 25 years ago. So I've been doing Alan Jackson for almost as long as Alan Jackson's been doing Alan Jackson.
I see. I guess you never met him, have you?
No, I was within 20 feet of him. Is about the closest I've got.
Oh,
I actually
okay.
was hired to do a show in a trade and convention center locally the night that Alan Jackson was performing here, and the convention center and the event center that he was performing at are connected. So I did a 2-hour dinner show as the Alan Jackson Experience, my tribute. And then right after that dinner show, those people left to go to the Alan Jackson concert while I was packing my stuff up. And of course I went to the concert following that. But that's as close as I got. His cameraman came in and filmed my entire 2-hour show. So I know Alan knows about me, but we've never been able to connect yet. So
Oh, okay. Well, maybe one day you'll get to meet him. Who knows,
yeah, you never know. maybe we'll get to do a show together. I'll just sneak out on stage ahead of him and do a tune or something. See if the fans can catch on.
Okay. Well, tell us a little bit about some of the artists that you grew up with that really inspired you to do your Alan Jackson thing, or maybe they were just overall your heroes altogether. Maybe you could name some of those.
Oh, absolutely. My biggest heroes in country music. I grew up in a country music family in Nova Scotia before I moved out west. And Merle Haggard, George Jones, Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, they were the staples of my roots in country music. And then, of course, as an entertainer, the 90s country, the Alan Jackson, Garth Brooks, Dwight Yoakam, George Strait, that was what developed who I became after that. So.
Right. Yeah, and all those are legends for sure. Why don't you tell everybody how they can contact you, or at least get your music if it's on all streaming platforms? I don't think you have any CDs, but if you do, you can volunteer that as well.
Yeah, I have an EP that I released in 2018 with 3 songs on it that are original songs, as well as I have an album coming out called Light 'Em Up, and the title track for that is on Spotify and Apple and all the streaming services right now. Or they can get a hold of it at AaronHolidayMusic.com and Aaron Holiday Music on Facebook as well. So if they search my name, they'll find me somewhere.
Okay. All right. Well, we're getting ready to watch a video, and although it's not an Alan Jackson song, it's one of your originals, and it's called "This Ain't Just Another Road."
Yes.
Why don't you tell us about about that song? Is there a story behind why you wrote that song?
That story is kind of an autobiography of the last 10, 11 years of life on the road with my wife, Sharon, and I. When we decided to take the leap from being a cover band or a cover artist or tribute artist to releasing some original stuff, it just seemed like the best way to introduce myself to a different fan base. I mean, I've been fortunate enough that the Alan Jackson tribute allows me to get my foot in the door to a venue, and that also allows me as a singer-songwriter, much like Alan Jackson, to introduce some of my original music during the show, where if I was trying to book a show as Aaron Holiday, it would be harder to get those doors to open, where people know who Alan Jackson is, and as a tribute artist to him, it opens a lot more doors. So this one is an autobiography, and we had fun. We love the song, and we live it every day. So it's good.
Okay. Well, it is a good song, and I know everybody else out there will love it too. And we're going to get to that in just a moment, but we want to thank you again, Aaron, for coming on the show. We'd love to have you back sometime if you ever anything good plug for us.
I would love to come back anytime, Paul. Thank you for taking the time to have me on.
Yeah, no problem. And here is This Ain't Just Another Road by Aaron Holiday, and we'll get to that in just a second, so don't go away.
Another sunrise in my eyes, another jet stream painted sky, like the lines in front of me, telling stories of my life, like these tattoos on my arms, are a map to my soul, and every line on my face has a story of its own. Looking up ahead, looking in the mirror, looking beside me, my view's clearer. I finally got a good picture of where I'm going. Following my heart, getting out of the dark, on my way to a brand new start. Leaving behind all the things that are weighing down my load. This ain't just another road. Another whiskey and coke, another small town hotel bar, cold and lonely nights, sleeping in my car. But those days are over, I've got you next to me. And there's paradise in these headlights as far as I can see. Looking up ahead, looking in the mirror, looking beside me, my view's clear. I finally got a good picture of where I'm going. Following my heart, getting out of the dark, on my way to a brand new start. Leaving behind all the things that are weighing down my door. This ain't just another road. Looking up ahead, looking in the mirror, looking beside me, my view's clear. I finally got a good picture of where I'm going. Following my heart, getting out of the dark, on my way to a brand new start. Leaving behind all the things that are weighing down my load. This ain't just another road. This ain't just another road.